flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. Once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day. Welcome everyone to Homestead, Miami for the last race of the season. This is the Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days Canyon Series. And I hope I did not take that off. Anyway, we are live here. Get ready to go 100 laps around. Practice going on right now. We can honestly come in here and tell you that we already do have a champion for this series. So a lot of guys are just in here to practice for tomorrow and to honestly try to get a win and try to learn something and stuff like that. So everybody knows who the champion already is for this series. It is Todd Cray. You see him third right now on the board. He comes in here tonight with a pretty substantial points lead, and he's going to probably wind up growing that just a little bit. We'll find out, wait and see. But 163 points over Todd Cray. Nate Anderson will finish in second. Eric Mitch will finish in third. So we already know the top three. Pretty much we know everybody in the points for the entire top 10, with the exception of Eric Burley and James Finn, who's back in 8th and 9th, or I'm sorry, in 9th and 10th. So we'll see. But all in all, it's been a good season. I mean, Todd Cray, everybody knows the story. 27 starts. This will be his 28th start on the season. He's only missed just a couple races here, and comes in here with 6 poles, 10 wins on the season for Todd Cray. Of course, last week, if you watched, it was James Finn picking it up at Texas. We didn't broadcast that race, but James Finn picking up the win at Texas. And, of course, tonight we come here. So, a little bit of information for you. Here's the track information. It is a little warm out there. Track temp at 106 degrees with on this 1.5 mile track here in Miami. There's a look at your weather, 81 degrees. You can see it is afternoon skies and partly cloudy as well. So a lot of sunshine beating down on the track. But from what I've seen, the cars are actually handling really good. I haven't seen a ton of things look like the grip's good, so we should see some good racing, some good long green flag runs. We didn't see a ton last night, and once again, congratulations to Todd Cray there picking up the championship. That was an exciting finish for that race, so congratulations to him. He worked hard for it, and congratulations to Kyle Frame on finishing second in the championship. So tonight, a lot of these guys are here to get some practice in. Jeff Smith being one of them. Let's pull in Jeff Smith and actually talk to him real fast while he's not out on track. Hey, Jeff Smith, you got me? Jeff,
yeah, hey, what's up, Adam?
Hey, man. So tonight, a different type of race. We know the champion's already locked up here, but we know you and your team are going to use this for tomorrow. That's the main goal. So what can you take from this track or from this race tonight to try to use for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think anytime being on track, no matter what vehicle it is, just racing the track and learning the track is very important. Not that most of these guys don't already know what to expect, but every little thing you can take from here, track-wise, is important for tomorrow. Whether that be, who's running where, what's fastest. Like I said, the cars are completely different. So,
right. Let me ask you this. Let's speak a little bit about tonight. We're seeing multiple grooves. We're seeing a low line actually come in. We're seeing a high line really starting to come in a little bit, which is a little bit different. Is there anywhere, are you just going to try different things tonight and see what you like and try to use that as well for tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the things I did want to try, is to see how much you can move around and figure out where you're losing and where you're gaining time as the tires wear and as the track rubber's up. I do think we're going to see a lot of guys run that higher line, more so than the truck race. And I think it's really going to rubber up a lot more than last night. So we'll see if that's going to be the fastest way around at the end.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how much this track changes over time as well, so we can try to use that for tomorrow. All right, man, get out there and see what you can do. I'll be up here watching. It should be a good race. Everybody looks like, don't look like it. We should have a couple on green flag runs. So good luck, and I'll be watching you.
Hey, thanks, Adam. Have a good one.
That was Jeff Smith, the driver of the number 61 car. Right now, 7th on the board, so not bad at all for him. So practice coming to an end. Qualifying, get ready to start here in about 10 seconds. And we'll get this race going here in just one moment. Once again, this race is sponsored by, if you don't know already, Lazy Days Racing. Soon to be Blown Gasket Racing. They will be hopping over and or changing their team name. So if anybody out there in iRacing land is looking for a team, check them out. Pretty good group of guys. All right, so practice coming to an end, and we'll get this race started here in just a minute as soon as qualifying is over, and officially qualifying has begun. Let's hop over. Austin Marion pulling out. One of the things we're going to have to watch tonight is pit road. I mentioned we could get long green flag runs. If we do that, you can see right here the 65. That is the access road. You have to take that access road on the exit of pit road and on entrance to pit road. And here's where the entrance is, right there where the 65 is now. That is the entrance road. You got to take that all the way around that yellow line on the bottom, all the way around. It's a long pit entrance here at Homestead. Pretty much you got to do an entire lap on the bottom for the most part. So that could be interesting coming to pit road. We'll probably, as much as I hate to say it, we'll see people have trouble there. And you see the 65 right now of Austin Marion right now running the low line. Don't be surprised if we see him have a good race tonight, though. Coming through turn 4. And he puts down the lap, and he will jump to the top of the board for now. Here's Skylar Allen, driver of the number 96 Toyota. Hop on board with the 96 car. You can see these guys using that low lane right now. I do expect that highlight to come in during the race. We've seen a lot in practice. A lot of guys running it, trying to get it to work in. Skylar Allen, up to 8th on the board. Joe Burchett on track. Todd Crane also on track. Let's watch Joe's lap here. We'll hop over to Todd. Joe Burchett driving the number 94. He gets in the wall, but you can see him with a Matt Kenseth paint scheme. Doing a little special tribute to Matt Kenseth, and also Lana Lacey has a special paint scheme as well. Todd Cray will jump up to first place, Lana Lacey. And you just seen him. He is doing a special Dale Jr. paint scheme tonight. Of course, both of them guys were in their last race. Got word today, Danica Patrick going for the Cup Series after Daytona next year. I'm both ways about that. But Lana right now on his fast lap now. This is his green flag lap, so we're right on board with him. As Lana works out of turn number 4. Across the start finish line, and he does not jump up too much. I think he is in the top 5. Let me get my stats up again. I'll close it out. He jumps up to 4th, so not bad. And it don't look like Joe Burchett may not qualify. Did he qualify? Joe Burchett to the top of the board. 31-100 over Todd Cray. Also, shout out Christopher Bell, 2017 Truck Series champion, just now won it. So good for him. Dang it. Alright. So it looks like qualifying is going to be coming to an end. 16 drivers making a start tonight. It's a pretty big field for a, I like this. I like that, let me fix this real fast, guys. There we go. I like that 23 car. It's cool looking. That's neat. Landon Lacey out there on track getting some extra practice still. Got about 30 seconds left, and until qualifying does come to an end. We are waiting on one person, Nate Anderson, not in here at the moment, so we'll see if he gets in here on time. Don't think he's going to be able to get a lap down because qualifying is in 4 seconds. And Joe Burchett, the second winningest driver this season, picks up the pole. And Joe's actually only got just a few starts in here. He's only got 17 starts, 4 wins, 4 poles. So every time he started on a pole, he has picked up the win. So that's interesting. Pulling Joe Burchett and talk to him. Hey, Joe Burchett, you got me?
Yes.
So, I was sitting here looking at some stats about you. You got 17 starts right now, which is good, by the way. But anyway, you know, you've had to pole 4 times, and every time you've had to pole, you actually was able to pull off the win. So that's an interesting stat with you. What's it going to be like, man? It looked like you found something in practice, and you've really jumped up to the top of the board the last few laps that you was out there running.
Yeah, I like this track. You know, it's a fun track. It's definitely a little bit different on how you have to drive it. So I think I'll run well. I know Todd and Landon, James, and Dustin, all those guys. They're going to have some really tight competition. Actually, a little bit surprised that the field's this close. You know, about midway through the pack. So it's definitely going to be a fun one here. It's going to be close. And, you know, hopefully we can pull off the win.
What's going to be the biggest issues you think you'll face? Tires look like they're going to be very important.
Tires, and I think a lot of it is if we can get into a long run, is will the outside come in?
All right, go out here and see what you can do. I'll be up here watching. Good luck, and put it in victory lane.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, buddy. All right, here we go. Joe Burchett just now gridding. See him up front. Alongside Todd, Craig, James Finn, Landon Lacey, your top 4. Justin Krasinski qualifies into 5th position. William Roberts Jr. in at 01 will qualify 6th. Joshua Banks qualifies in what place was that? Was that 7th? Joshua Banks, and they're pulling off the track, which is interesting. So, mixing everything up. I believe they got EOL for not getting their laps in, why they're dropping back. So, that's okay. All right, we're getting ready to go here. Don't mind me, I'm eating Starbucks. The final race of the 2017 K&N Series. About to wrap up and about to get underway first. We got 100 laps to go. Should be a fun one. Joe Burchett up in at number 94. DeWalt, Matt Kids at the Tribune. Starting with the pole. Goes to number 21, Todd Craig. He's driver so far this season. Alongside him, James Finn and Landon Lacey. And pace car pulls in. The green flag is out. Final start of the 2017 campaign. 35 all on the back right now. Of that 21 pushing him, trying to push him out in front of his teammate, the 94 of Joe Burchett. Joe was in that low lane trying to get around, and it looks like he will get around Todd Craig. Here comes the 35 of Joe. Todd, we're 3 wide for the lead here in Miami. That balances out really fast. Let's see if that high line will come in for Todd Craig as he works up that turn. And Joe Burchett leads the first lap here tonight. That number 21 car for now. Austin Marion racing right now against the 29 of Lee Grandy. 29 run to GoDaddy Penske. Danny Patrick's last race for the season. Tomorrow and Sunday. First day, I think they're Patrick. Battle for second, Todd Curry. Holding off Landon Lacey for now. James Finn. Remember these two guys right here. James Finn and Landon Lacey had a run-in last night. With a truck race. I believe it was last night. Truck race. Do not be surprised if we see a little retaliation. I hate putting it that way, between that 60 and that 35. And here comes Dylan Bowes. Remember, Bowes running for a championship tomorrow night. Underneath the 35 right now, and now underneath the 60. Dylan's starting to make some ground up. He is underneath James Finn for third place, and almost contact between the 35 and the 60. We'll wait and see. Remember, like I just mentioned, these two have had run-ins over the past day or so. Bowes right now trying to take over fourth place. The other one also there. Bowes slides up the track just a little bit. Oh, almost contact. Was not quite clear. 35 almost came down. Good thing he checked up a little bit. And 19's loose. As 3 wide down the back stretch here in Miami. And the 35 used the high lane. We're starting to see it coming. We got a slow car. Yeah, who is that? Nate Anderson, really slow right here. On that high line. Not sure why he was so slow. That's a weird one. And who was going to have 44? Justin Krasinski. That is a cool paint. I'm going to say that. That is the Rick Hendrick, actually Martinsville Penske, I believe. You see that. He actually makes contact with the 01 there on the straightaway. No damage done to either, it don't look like. Up for third, James Finn, Landon Lacey back at it once again. 35 going underneath the 60. And the 44 loose into the wall, lead rating collected. Big trouble. Justin Krasinski is. He just got here. Was there contact? Spot right there. And I don't know if he overcorrected. Okay, he came up a little bit into the 1. That's what got him loose. There you go. And unfortunately, that's what happens. Everybody else makes it through it. It looks like. So the first caution comes out here on lap 10. And pit road will be open this time. And I would expect everyone to come down. I don't see what benefits you would have of staying out at the moment. And there they come. Everybody but Todd Cray, he's coming down as well. Looks like everybody is going to come down. You got to come down for 4 tires, man. It's too hot of a track not to come down. You're giving up. You're already a second slower, or yeah, a second slower than your best lap. So go ahead and come down and take your fresh tires. It looks like everybody is coming down pit road. Here they come. Did we have one car stay out? No, I don't think so. Nate Anderson stays out. He's going to get the lucky dog. Here comes Joe Burchett. Todd Cray into pit road. Hopefully here next time we broadcast these guys for next season, we'll be able to see the animated pit crews on this. .36, Joshua Banks misses to the pit box. Joe Burchett, Todd Cray. Wait a minute, Landon Lacey may have got him off pit road. And from what I'm seeing, Landon Lacey wins the race off pit road and moves him into second. Be right back, right after this, from Homestead, Miami. Go Fast Racing League, Lazy Days K&N Series.
The car behind me is my Chili Bowl midget, the one that I won the Chili Bowl with. And what's interesting about that is it's actually the car that iRacing scanned that's going to be available to all the iRacing members out there.
Welcome back to Homestead Miami Speedway. As the two overtake teammates, Joe Burchett, Landon Lacey on the front row, but Todd Cray, James Finn, Dylan Bowes, and Jeff Smith start to make a move up through the field after starting in 10th place. Jeff now up to 5th place. So, starting to see some of the faster guys work their way up as well. Skylar Allen now up to 7th as well. Joshua Banks right now back in 12th. I do expect to see him up front. He is blinking just a little bit. He'll get it worked out, but hopefully that gets fixed. Restart number 1. As we get ready to go back green here once again in Miami. Pace car pulls in. The green flag is out. We're off to racing here once again. In Homestead, Joe Burchett got caught sleeping a little bit on that restart. Landon Lacey crosses the finish line and will pull down in front of his teammate. And 3 wide with Todd Cray and Jeff Smith. And more 3 wide as Jeff Smith falling back. And I think he just wants to get out of that and does not want to put in any situation. We talked to Jeff prior to the race and he said that him and his teammate Dylan both are using this as tonight for a test session for tomorrow to see if they can run multiple lanes. We're 3 wide once again. Bo's caught in the middle. But they are using this to test different grooves and see how everybody's racing around one another. Tomorrow night is the final race of the Go Fast Racing League season with everything. Tomorrow, the Grand National Series, the granddaddy of them all, comes down tomorrow. 4 drivers, Eric Borelli, Brandon Puffenbarger, Dylan Bowes, and Jeff Smith trying to win a championship. So we'll be live covering that tomorrow, same time. Should be fun. Up front, battle for the lead. Landon Lacey, Joe Burchett, And now you can throw James Finn in this mix as well. You can already see Joe's using a higher line compared to a lot of other guys. He's trying to get it worked in to where he likes it, so he can try to make a move. He looks a little bit better right here in 3 and 4. He's going to go underneath his teammate, and Landon's going to go high. Just probably let Joe have it. Joe slides up a little bit. It's going to allow James Finn to drive up near Joe Burchett and look underneath him. So James making a move. As we go down into turn 1, James Finn looking to break up his little 2-car tandem. Try to separate both of these guys. And he will not be able to do it just yet. But right behind them, Todd Craig, Dylan Bowes for 4th place. And you can also throw William Roberts Jr. in there as well. Craig gets a little high. Remember, Todd Craig's already the champion of this season. So he's just trying to get this car to the end. He don't matter if he wins or loses. He is the champion. Even if he wrecks out, it don't matter. And it looks like William Roberts is going to go underneath him and complete the pass on Todd for now. Slide up in front of him. A little bump from the 21. John Ronaldo, Skylar Allen for 9th place. Here comes the 23. Also, you got Joshua Banks there as well. The 36, he's getting a run on the high side of the 23. Just saying, guys, if we could get to 1 pit stop, this race is going to really space out, and we're going to have cars all over this track. And to me, that's why I like watching it the best. I like seeing which cars really starting to work their way up through the field. Right now, it's pretty much just a traffic jam of cars, and you're trying to get through it as best as you can. And it's kind of hard at the moment. Oh, 1 underneath Dylan Bowes. William Roberts starting to make a move up towards the front. As he will complete the pass and move in to 4th place. For the lead, Joe Burchett once again underneath his teammate. Last time we seen this, it actually helped James Finn. Don't look like Joe's going to be able to clear him just yet. Let's hop on board with Joe Burchett. And you can see Dale Jr.'s paint scheme out front leading the race, and then Matt Kenseth's running paint scheme running in 2nd at the moment. These guys have pulled out to a 1.0 second lead over William Roberts. James Finn looking underneath the 94. Not going to be able to get there, I don't think, using the low line. We'll see. No, he will not. Not yet. Here comes the 60 car. Once again. Underneath the 94, let's see if he can pull off the pass this time. Now, you can't do that. You kind of use that like a dirt racing move. It's kind of a slide job is what he's trying to do. He's trying to get a run enough to slide up in front of the 94. And honestly, if he's beside him coming on exit, he's not going to be able to pull the pass off. Joe would just power around him again on the outside. So, same with Joe and Landon. You see the 94 looking underneath the 35. Unless you can slide up in front of the guy, you're not going to be able to complete the pass. And Landon, once again, you see it right there, what I'm talking about. Just powers around by the outside using a high lane momentum. To be honest, dirt racers that dirt race on here a lot have kind of an advantage in completing passes like that because they have an idea of how to do it. So it's kind of weird to use a dirt term on that or pavement, but that's pretty much essential what it is. You are pretty much dirt racing. And you see right there, James Finn may have a run to the high side. Now, see, Joe's got a chance here to slide job Landon because he's still beside him going into turns number 1. Let's see if he can slide job him. And no, he actually ran too far up the track, it looked like. And this is actually going to allow James Finn possibly. No, it will not. Thought James Finn got the Joe's outside, and he did not. So we'll see if James can complete it this time. And it looks like he won't be able to complete it just yet. We'll see if he's able to. No. And there you go. There's your example of what I was talking about. The high line really working right now. You really got to dive it in deep to complete the pass. Or try to slide up in front of the person up in front of you. Comes James once again. See, he's got a chance here going down into 1 to slide job. But the thing is, the 35's up there, so I don't know if he'll be able to slide up in front of Joe or not. And he will not be able to. You can see right there how they really tucked up near each other, 35 and 94. And it's going to allow them to get the run out once again. James is looking really good, though. He's putting on some really good laps. Actually, last time by, he was faster than our 2 leaders. See, this time they go really high up in the turn. And we're going to see if the 94 can complete the slide job on the 35. He does have a chance here to slide him. It looks like he is underneath him pretty good. And there you go. There's an example of the slide job. And Joe Burchett not going to pull up in front of him. I thought he had it. So he may not be able to get this after all. We are now 18 laps in on this run, and slide job. There you go. There's your definition of a slide job. That is exactly how you do it. Now, Landon's going to try to do it back to Joe. We'll see if he's able to cross him up and do it. But that is exactly a definition of how you slide job someone on asphalt. And it works the same way with dirt. It's more of a dirt tactic, but it does work on asphalt as well, or pavement as well. So, Joe Burchett moves up a spot. And now it looks like James Finn going to slide job to 35. So there's your another example of it. And all 3 of these cars get in the wall. All 3 of them in the wall. And that's going to allow William Roberts to really run these guys down. You can already see he just passed Landon Lacey. Trying to pass Landon Lacey. Let's look at a replay of this. All 3 get into the wall. Actually, a 35, I don't think, would have hit it. James Finn kind of stopped when he hit the wall, kind of, and it stacked them up. And there you go. So let's take a look at their lap times once they cross the finish line here and see. Their lap times ain't too bad still. Landon Lacey is a little slow at the moment. We'll see if that hurts him or not. Take a look at Joe Burchett's damage. And we'll also get a look at James Finn's damage as well. There's Joe's. His back end's really tore up. And that's going to affect the handling of the car a little bit. You can already see him fighting up the track some. And there's James Finn. And that's going to affect the handling as well. And then, of course, you got Landon Lacey with even more damage. And him and Todd Craig make contact. As Todd goes around for 4th place, Landon falling back. The 96, slow on track. I think this, not sure what happened to Skyler. Did he just, okay. Okay, he must have wrecked coming off the turn, but no caution comes out. Yeah, he gets some of the apron and spins around. That's weird. Does just a 360 spin. So no caution comes out because there was no one in the racing line whenever he spun. So just to let you know, the lap times really haven't fallen off much for Joe or James. Landon, on the other hand, fallen off a little bit for him. But I do got a feeling once the fresh tires are put on, it's really going to affect both of them, the 94 and 60. should be getting ready to come to pit road. This time or not this time, but here in a couple laps. Probably within the next, I don't know, probably 7 laps, I would guess. We'd probably see some cars on pit road. And Skylar Allen getting loose on exit. And there's the 35 in the grass. A lot of cars getting loose right now. Landon Lacey going down pit road, it looks like. Yeah, he is. And that's going to be a black flag because he did not take the access road, I don't think. And Skylar Allen's around. And he has blown up. And caution comes out. And he hit the apron, it looks like, once again. So we'll see some cars on pit road this time. They're catching the pace car now. So we will take a step away and we'll be right back right after this from Miami.
The car behind me is my Chili Bowl midget, the one that I won the Chili Bowl with. And what's interesting about that is it's actually the car that iRacing scanned that's going to be available to all the iRacing members out there.
Back here at Homestead, doubling back up, James Finn out in front. It does look like he got a lot of, he got some of his damage repaired. Todd Cray, however, up to second now, William Roberts Jr., and now up to third, Joshua Banks. Now running in fourth. And fifth place, we got Dylan Vose. And teammate right beside him, Jeff Smith. Well, 40 laps in, we're about to go green once again as we work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. We have only 10 cars now on the lead lap. You all see me probably during the commercial looking at some damage from some of these cars. A lot of them got it fixed, which is kind of surprising. But James Finn actually decided not to fix his damage. And I'm surprised by that. That's a lot of damage on that 60 car. This has got a bad feeling to it, as much as he's got. So, we'll see what happens. So the pace car is about to drop off. We're about to go back green. And we are green flag once again here in Homestead, Miami. This is the final race, by the way, of the K&N Series. And contact between the 19 and 61. Two teammates dooring each other a little bit. And we are 3 wide behind them with Nate Anderson, Wade Lacey, and I don't know who else that is up top. It looks like Jeff Lupker. And now here comes the 01 William Roberts passing James Finn. And also it looks like Joshua Banks going to pass him as well. And these guys are scattered all over the place right at the moment. The 60 Finn dropping back. We kind of figured he would with that damage he has. That's why personally I would have took it. You've got plenty of time to take the damage here. I mean, with only 10 cars on the lead lap, it ain't going to hurt you too much. So we'll see. We work off turn 4. Todd Cray, your 2017 Gun & Mike's Truck Series champion and your 2017 Lazy Days K&N Series champion, leads the way. But Joshua Banks really starting to make some moves, starting to close that gap on Todd Cray. This has been a familiar sight, especially for about the last 10 weeks or so. These guys are always near each other, the 36 and the 21. And the 60 and 61 right now racing really hard near each other. This is Jeff and James Finn. Looks like Jeff's going to be able to slide up into 5th place. Up for second, or for the lead. Joshua Banks trying to complete the slide job. Wasn't able to do it just yet. We talked about doing that a few moments ago. And trying to set it up to get it. Nate Anderson trying to slide up underneath the 35. Nate is showing 1 lap down right now. If caution was to come out, he would be your lucky dog. But at the moment, he is falling back. But yeah, we'll wait and see if caution comes out and see if we can get the lucky dog. Up front, the 01 underneath the 36. The 01 looks like the only car I'm seeing that's really hitting marks right. Could drive underneath people, and that's very special. You see it right there. That is not a slide job. That is just power, and he did it really nice. And the 36 may let him go a little bit, but the 01, William Roberts, really charging towards the front. And that's not a surprise. He's been the fastest, honestly, out of the last, I'm going to say about the last 15 to 20 laps that we have ran. So across the start line. He was the last time by, a little bit slower than our leader Todd Cray. We'll wait and see this time when they come back around. We will hop on board with the 01. And that time he was faster than our leader. Just to let you all know. But Joshua Banks trying to work up and try to catch up to him. And to let you all know a little bit, the three guys that was leading is back here at 6th, 7th, and 8th. James Finn, Joe Burchett, Landon Lacey, all trying to get back up there. We'll see if they can. But right now the battle is going to be for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is also involved in this. As the 36 driving underneath the 30 or the 01. Dylan Bowes not far behind. Jeff Smith actually get ready to battle his teammate for 4th place. Here comes the 36 once again, using the momentum. And up front, we see the 01 drive underneath plenty of times. Let's see if he could drive underneath one of the best in here. Well, we can call him the best now because he is the champion, so. And it looks like that high line slowly starting to work its way back in now on the longer runs. And the 01 may not be able to drive underneath Todd Cray like he was able to the 36. With the older tires starting to work in. We've been 14 laps on these tires now. We are just over halfway, so real fast, let's get a look at our race summary so far. 49 laps remain, 4 lead changes, 2 cautions so far for 8 laps. And of course, Todd Cray out front leading the way. Fastest lap of the race so far is Joe Burchett with a 31.231. And then Jeff Smith actually right after that. Actually, I'll take that back. Landon Lacey is the fastest lap, and then Joe. A 31.321 for Landon and a 31.231. I'm getting all this mixed up. It was Joe. Sorry. Live timing, I'm telling you. And Dylan Bowes all on the back right now. Joshua Banks. And he is now driving to the inside of the 36 car. There you go. Here comes the 01. By the way, guys, when we get a caution, we will pull in Lee Grandy. He will be joining us in the booth for the remainder of this race. You know, if we don't have a caution, I'll pull him in here before the end. And he can call the last 30 laps or so. Up front for the lead. The 01, William Roberts Jr. Underneath Todd Cray. Will that low line pay off? They're still side by side. Now the 01 does have an advantage here. He should be able to slide up in front of the 21 going down into turn 2. No, he slides up too much. Todd Cray's going to drive around. He wasn't able to keep it on the bottom. Todd Cray takes the lead. Reed takes the lead. Jeff Smith underneath Joshua Banks for 4th place. As these guys are now 3 wide. Coming off turn 4. And that sorts out very fast. '19 using a high line, trying to drive around the outside once again, try to keep the momentum up. And that works for now. Back up front. Oh, never mind. That sorted itself out again. Last time by, Todd Cray, your fastest on track. Then it was William Roberts. And here's your distance between the top 5. These guys going to be coming to pit road probably one more time here within the next 15, I would say, or so laps. Give or take a little bit on that. All right, we're going to step away. We'll be taking another commercial break. We'll be right back. Lee Grandy will be joining us in the booth right after this.
The car behind me is my Chili Bowl midget, the one that I won the Chili Bowl with. And what's interesting about that is it's actually the car that iRacing scanned that's going to be available to all the iRacing members out there.
Welcome back to Homestead, Miami. We are in sunny Florida. Now we got Lee Grandy joining us in the booth. Lee, I know you'd rather be out there racing, but you're up here now.
Yeah, man. Wrong place, wrong time.
That's for sure, man. What do you think of the race so far, though? I mean, it's been all right. It ain't been horrible. We sit there talking in the break. I do like the idea, kind of like a dirt track top race in a way.
Yeah, it's a very hot track today, and I think that the tires might start to playing in the later race if the field get to restart again.
I'm not sure what the fuel run is here. I'm expecting us to be on pit road probably for the next 10 laps. I mean, me personally, I would pit on lap 70. That would be a 30-lap run. We've been 29 laps now. I feel like we may want to start seeing some pit stops here probably soon, I would guess.
Not to mention that the pit stop is kind of tricky here too.
Yeah, with the access.
The entries and the exits. Yep.
How slick is that access road? We haven't seen the green flag stop yet, but how slick and how tough is it?
Okay,
getting on the...
imagine you having a very worn tire and then you just go down to the apron which doesn't have much grip and then you have to slow way early into turn 3.
We're probably going to see somebody wreck.
Yeah, into the grass probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So, right now you're top 5, Todd Craig, William Robert Jr., Joshua Banks, Jeff Smith, Landon Lacey. I'm impressed with this 01. I feel like the 01 is the best car, but we mentioned the passing is very tough. You mentioned it. I still feel like the 01, I think it could be one of lost to get on pit road. I mean, honestly, we kind of seen that last night with a couple guys with the truck series, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to green flag pit stops. I've been wanting to see one here. We didn't get to see one yesterday, so I've been wanting to see it, but hopefully we will here anytime. This is 31 laps now that these guys have been, and we're coming to lap 70 now, so we'll see.
Yep, absolutely. It'll be interesting.
Fastest this time by William Roberts. Let the other guys cross. Joshua Banks just put down the fastest lap. And then, yeah, so right at the moment, William Roberts faster a little bit than Todd Cray. Not much, but a little bit. And
yeah, the 21 is looking for something else, you know. He's trying to run different lanes. Yeah.
When we came in here in practice, I noticed a lot of people was running the lower line, and then I started seeing people move up quite a bit. And I figured it was going to be a highline race. I don't know what it is about this track, but it kind of feels like you're racing Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah,
that's quite true.
Like.
Due to the temperature, you know, the track temp is pretty high, and it's very slippery. You don't want to be. If you go way too low and then you guess it accelerate too early in the exit, you're gonna get super tight and then you're gonna fly up the track.
And we do got pit stops going on right now. James Finch, Jeff Smith, John Ronaldo all on pit road, and yes, we got 3 guys right now on pit. Make that 4. Joshua Banks just hit pit road. So green flag pit stops are starting to happen. Yeah, I feel like you could say Atlanta. You can kind of say Texas as well, because you know you run the middle line a little bit more at certain tracks. And here comes the 01 coming to pit road. So this is going to be fun to watch on access road. You could, yeah, he slides quite a bit. You see, oh, he's in the grass.
Oh, he's in the grass.
And I think is that a black flag?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't know if it was or not. And he may have got caught speeding. I don't know. We'll find out how long that pit stop lasts. So, a couple other guys on pit road. Landon Lacey just hit pit road. Here comes Joshua Banks on pit road. Wait, is he going back down pit road? Or is he just like, okay, I think he's just exited pit road. Yeah, he just exited pit road. So, William Roberts is in his box now. So, Joe Burchett, Dylan Bose, and Todd Cray all has come down. Todd Cray now on pit road as well. So, we'll watch Dylan Bose and Joe Burchett. We'll see if they come down. Jeff Waffle.
You see, this pit entry is kind of tricky. You have to slow down into the turns, and then you get this zone where you have to accelerate to reach the pit entrance.
Is there anything, how do you go about approaching that? I mean, how do you really want to try to make up the most time on pit road? What is the best way?
Okay, from what I would do is I'll slow down into the turn 3 slowly, and then after I exit the grassy area, I will try to accelerate a little bit, just nice, not too much, not too little, just to gain a little bit of time that I lost.
Pretty much, it kind of like, it's weird to say this, but it kind of looks like you're on a different track when you hit the access road. I mean, it kind of like a whole different racetrack in itself. In a way, you know? It's kind of like
a root cause, you know.
you know, I mean, because it's just so flat, and there ain't no banking or anything to lean on. So, the 19 does a good job on getting to pit road. So Joe Burchett now coming to pit road. Jeff Walker will take the lead, and then it should actually. We just see, yeah, William Roberts is actually going to come out with the lead once all this cycles through, I believe. He is in front of Todd Cray by about a little over half a second.
Yeah, I think they did a great job in the pits, man. They did a great job entering the pits. It's like most of the time.
I think you're right. I think that's where he actually made up his time, because once he hit pit lane, he was actually a second slower than Todd Cray, so he had to make that up. You know, on the access road and stuff. So that would be my guess too. Huh.
This isn't bad at all. Most of the time in green flags, you will see a very huge gap within race cars.
This might actually work out a little bit for Jeff Smith as well. He's actually going to jump up possibly to third. He did pit a little bit sooner than these guys, which is a little bit fresher tire, but still, it's not a bad idea to possibly pit a little bit earlier. I like it. So coming off turn 4 this time, it looks like that William Roberts was a little bit slower than Todd Craig. Todd was about a tenth faster that time. Roberts.
It's closing in, man.
And honestly, that would be fitting for him, though. He's already the season champion, but if he goes out here and wins the race, that's a pretty good statement, I think. But, you know, Williams out there to win a race as well. You never know. I mean, he's got a good chance as anybody.
But if I'm the 21, it's like, do I want to race it? Do I want to risk wrecking in the final laps?
That's true. You don't want to mess up your championship car, you know? You really don't. I agree.
It's really up to the driver sometimes, you know. And sometimes it's the honor thing, you know. They have to win.
True. I mean, he's got 10 wins. How many more wins does he need, you know?
The championship, come on.
Yeah, I guess the championship win would be the biggest, but, you know.
But I think me and you both probably like to see 2 burnouts, right?
I would like to see it. I would like to see them go side by side for the finish, to be honest.
Yes.
That'd be awesome. That time by William Roberts was a little bit faster. Todd Cray actually slid up quite a bit in turn 3 and 4 that time. He lost a little bit of ground, but the gap's still actually a little bit on Todd's favor. He has closed the gap compared to what it was a few moments ago. Jeff Smith pulled out his lead a little bit over Joshua Banks, now out to a second. Everybody else right now, nobody really that close. Looks like this time Todd Cray once again a little bit faster than William Roberts, and honestly it might not be such a big advantage. You can see right there the last lap, 31.679. I'm sorry, last lap 31.679. So he was, and William Roberts at a 720 that time. So, and wow, he really closed in right there.
Yeah,
he'll try to get a run.
I mean, I just hope the 21 is patient now. Just give the one some pressure, and then he's gonna warn stuff out, and then he's gonna overtake him and set sail.
Yeah, I mean, show yourself that you're behind him, the old one could slip up a little bit, and could just drive right around him. Put pressure on him, so that's definitely a way to do it. I mean, we know this place is so tough to pass as it is, so why not try something a little bit different and see if you can make the old one make a mistake. At the moment, Jeff Smith trying to hold on to third. We'll go back to that if it gets any closer. We'll stay with the lead for right now. I had the Joshua Banks about 2 tenths faster last time by than a 61. Yeah, guys, don't forget tomorrow night, Dayz Racing League, Lazy Days Grand National Series, and here comes the 21 with the run out of turn 4. And I don't know what he's going to do going into 1. Looks like he's going to stay behind the now. He's actually running a little bit different line than the 01 as well. Especially enter, not exit so much, but enter, and he's running about a half a lane lower than the William Roberts. I don't know if he does the same here in 3 and 4. Yeah, a little bit lower. Again, not much, but a little bit.
It's closing in, man. The 21 is closing
Really
to the one.
Yeah, he really is. And you're
Just
actually
be patient.
surprised. Last time by, William Roberts was faster. That's actually surprising. I don't know how. I think it may be where Todd's kind of caught up behind him at the moment.
And I think Todd lifted, tried to get a run on exit.
These guys should be good to go to the end. I don't think we'll be back on the pit road.
Yeah, but still 20 laps, it's very long in here in this track.
It really is. It's especially a mile and a half, but honestly, it feels bigger than a mile and a half. It feels like a really long track, honestly.
With one tires, it's even harder to run the track.
And tires fall off quick.
Very quickly.
I mean, we're almost, they've been out there now 11 laps for Todd, and he's almost a second slower. Right now he's about 7/10 slower than his best.
Is an inside.
Let's see if he can slide. That's what it looks like he's trying to set up. It's so tough to pass there.
Oh, look at it. Yeah. He just lost all his momentum.
Yo one's going to get the run on the outside once again. Oh, I thought he touched
That's sure?
Yeah, it looks like
yeah, it looks like.
Huh. I don't know how you would go about trying to set up a pass now. The tires are pretty worn. I mean, it's tough. I mean, if you can get to his outside, that would probably be better. He's not going to give up the outside, let's be honest.
Yep. Someone who have nothing to lose and someone who have a championship on this line.
Yeah. Todd's already got the championship guaranteed, but you still want to win this race because you want to go out as a championship and show that you can win the championship and the race at the same time. That would be big for Todd. Honestly, that would be huge. I mean, he won the truck championship last night. He's going to win this championship. He won't have a chance at the Grand National Championship, but still, you got to give him credit. He's a really good driver. And honestly, his I rating's not the highest. I mean, you go and look at his I rating. His I rating's only a 1951. And he's racing William Roberts. His I rating's almost a 3,500. So he's a lot better than his I rating shows.
Yep.
And here he goes again, once again underneath.
But still, within Williams have more, you know, experience than him.
Now he may have a chance here. They're side by side, and the 01 in the wall.
Oh no, did it touch?
Yeah, the 01 got in the wall again on the backstretch in the same place. And the 21 is going to drive around, and that may be all Todd Craig needs. But the 20, I don't know if I kept the 01 out yet. He's got a good run on turn 4. And we could go back a little bit. I don't know. Now we'll stay with the lead for now. There is a battle going on for third as well with Jeff Smith and Joshua Baines.
Yep.
Third place. So we're trying to go to both. I kind of wish we could go side by side. I wish there was a way I could do that and show 2 different battles at once.
Like a split screen,
yeah,
right?
That would be awesome, man. He's so much better.
Oh, look at it, to the bumper. 36 to the bumper of the 61.
We'll go back. Here comes the 36. Almost making contact. Ooh.
Oh my god, he pinned him down.
Yeah, these guys are racing really hard. This is for third place. And Joshua Banks clears him. But the 61 may try to cross over. No, not gonna do that. And up front, we got a pass for the lead. The 01 underneath the 21. And sliding up in front of him. And completes the pass. Now the crossover from Todd Cray. And 01 scraped the wall again coming out of turn 4. Here comes Cray back to the inside. Now we're starting to see some passes happen. And it looks like William Roberts able to hold on to that for now.
There's still around 8 laps racing to go.
Yeah, it's coming to 8 laps to go this time. We do got a lap car coming up as well in just a moment. That is John Ronaldo, who's not going to be a problem. He'll just move over. He always does. So shouldn't be a problem for these guys, I wouldn't think.
Todd is looking, just looking and looking and looking.
Did he put a bump too?
I don't think so.
I don't think he did either. Oh, one's going to go wide once again. Here comes Todd Craig. Todd may have a chance if he can stay side by side with him down the straightaway going into one. So he is side by side. He may have a chance here going into one. I don't know. Owen's going to use that high line and keep the lead for now. Coming to 6 to go.
What a run he'd have.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good battle for the lead. A great race up front.
I think he's gonna use the bumper. I think he's gonna wait for that last
I
turn.
do too. It's got that feeling, don't it?
Just hold it.
Kind of have to in a way.
Yeah, because the high line in the exit, it kind of gives you the extra momentum to the back stretch and front stretch.
You know, there's no championship on the line for any of these guys. Don't be afraid to do it. I mean, you're here to win. And 21 may slide up in front of him. Yes.
Yes, he does.
Oh.
Oh, the one ever run.
The 01 may give the 21 a bump. And back down into one. Can the 21 hold it, or will the 01 drop back up under? These guys just keep going back and forth. And Todd Craig able to clear him all the way this time. So now, can Todd Craig drive away, or will we see William Roberts get back up there like we have plenty of times tonight?
The 21 just has to be, make no mistake, just run the lane, just hold the lane, make sure that he takes away the one preferred lanes.
Yeah, just keep putting him in the dirty air. I mean, the clean air does help here. We've seen it last night, we're seeing it now. Keep making that 01 stay in your lane. I mean, don't give him anything else.
Exactly. Make him find another way to pass you.
My personal opinion, you're going to have to move me to pass me. I'm just saying. Like, I mean, if I get wrecked, so be it. I don't want to get wrecked, but, you know, now is the time to go. 3 laps to go. I mean, you've got to do whatever you can to protect now.
It's go time, baby.
Yeah. And Joshua Banks, by the way, is cleared out and has checked out a little bit from Jeff Smith. So that's 3rd and 4th. There's about a second gap between the two, a little under a second gap. So we are keeping an eye on any other battles that's out there, but right now everybody's pretty much spaced out. This is the closest one, and it is for the lead. So, and plus we got this lap car coming up, which could make it interesting.
Yep. Sometimes even though the lap cars are kind of out of the way, but it's sort of visualize. Yeah, you know, your human visual is just screw your lineup a little bit.
It ain't a computer guy racing, that's for sure. They can still make mistakes. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that my new timing screen actually shows the last time these guys pitted, the name and everything. Is that awesome? Wow, that'll help a lot.
One lap to go, white flag.
And honestly, I don't know if Williams will be able to get up there and do anything with him now. 3/10 back.
The last turn, man, the lap cars, I'm kind of worried about it.
The only thing that can keep it. And he's going to catch him. Oh, the lap car's in the wall. Well, that's where things can get scary. Todd Craig's got to go underneath. The 23 of John Ronaldo. He puts himself back in the wall. And they clear it out of turn 4. Todd Craig wins at Homestead and wins the championship for the Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days K&N Series.
Wow, that was some nice 30 laps, last 30 laps of racing, man.
Yeah, it was great racing there at the end. And congratulations, William Roberts and Joshua Banks on 2nd and 3rd as well. But you're champion, and it's official now. Todd Craig picks up the championship here in Homestead, Miami. William Roberts comes in here, comes up just short, but still a good run. And Joshua Banks, he had his hands full tonight as well, finishes 3rd. So we're going to speak to Todd Craig here in just a moment. He's going to pull onto the front stretch and celebrate here sometime, once he gets around to the front stretch anyway. There he comes. And there's your 2017 K&N Series champion. And like I said, not much of a surprise that Todd Cray picks up his 11th win of the season.
11? Wow.
11 wins this season. That's incredible, man.
Yeah, I think he just loves running this K&N cars, man. He's very experienced with it.
He's good with them, yeah. I'll give you that. He's definitely good with them.
If you ask me to run the K&N, I'll probably be terrible with just like how I qualify.
Yeah,
just different people. Yeah.
And Todd Cray's going to burn it down. We'll pull him in here in just a moment. Let him get some burnouts and donuts and stuff in. He's got a right to celebrate. 11 wins, not easy. Hey, Todd Cray, you got me.
Hey, Adam.
Well,
how you doing?
It's official, man. You're the 2017 K&N Series champion. You won the Truck Series championship last night. 11 wins, man. You started this a long time ago. Way back when in Daytona. You had 28 starts now. Talk us through it, man. What's it mean to you?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, what a way to end the season here. Yeah, this K&N style really works for me. You know, we get a lot of long green flag runs where, you know, the tires come into play. And it's real difficult early, you know, because the guys are coming. And, you know, I slip back at times. You just pretty much this series is about patience, and you really got to keep your wheels underneath you. You really do.
We've seen tonight, it was not easy for you to pass out there tonight. It wasn't easy really for anybody to pass out there tonight, but you was able to get around William Roberts there towards the end of this race, man. What's it like? It kind of looked like you was dirt racing, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I take that high line, get her turned, and just really mash the gas. And actually, it felt like the back end comes around, and that's when I got that bite, and I could really make up some ground. But again, it's all about saving them tires. And here, that high line coming in, not the fastest way around, but as those laps wear on, you could see the car just keep coming and coming and coming. And you know, hats off to William tonight. I mean, he really put it to me. Made me had to work for every lap there. I mean, real awesome feeling. Way to finish it.
Let me ask you a question. Now, you've known that you was going to be champion now for a couple weeks because you've had such a big points lead, and you picked up the truck championship last night. Is there a favorite championship that you have? I mean, you had to work for both of these, though. Let's be honest. 11 wins is not easy.
Yeah, I mean, they're two totally different deals. I mean, I was in the K&N Series right from the beginning. You know, Truck Series, you know, it was a little crazy there for a while, but like we talked about last night, once we got into that Talladega and got in, I took it real serious. And the K&N, we just kept plugging away. Friday nights worked good for me. Like I said, a lot of long green flag laps, not a lot of cautions where, you know, everybody gets fresh rubber. And, you know, so they're equal to me right now. I mean, it was just a great way to – it was just a lot of fun, a lot of great guys here. You know, the broadcast, trackside racing. I mean, Lazy Days. Yeah, the K&N was for me this year.
Man, you came in here and made this your series 2 championships in 2 nights. So good job and congratulations. Any shout-outs and all that stuff you want to give?
Just people against distracted driving. Again, we're on there. Very important for everybody to understand what's going on out there and keep that safety in the car. And again, Trackside Racing Network, you, Adam, and the guys from Go Fast Racing to put the leagues on. Very professional, a lot of quality drivers. And again, William tonight, I tell you, hats off to him, man. I had to give it everything I had tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If you was distracted, you probably wouldn't win a championship. So good job. Good job.
They're true.
Good job on seriously winning both championships, man. That's incredible. I mean, honestly, this is one of the biggest K&N races that we've seen in a while with the turnout. So this one didn't come easy by any means at all. And last night, like I said, incredible last night. Class act as always, man. Good job, and we'll talk to you here soon, I'm sure.
Okay, Adam, man, I appreciate all the good things you're saying there, man. I appreciate it. Great broadcast, and look forward to running with you guys next season.
Good job, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Oop, I just cut him off. My bad. My bad. We are going to talk to second place as well here in just a minute. I finishes second in points, but we want to pull in William Roberts, who finishes in second place tonight, and we'll pull him in now. Hey, William, you got me?
Yeah.
Man, good run tonight. 16 laps led. It seemed like it was such a tough place to pass, and it looks like you got into the wall just a little bit on the back stretch. But talk us through your night, man. How tough was this place to pass?
Yeah, it was really tough to pass.
Is there anything that you could have done, possibly a little bit different to try to keep Todd behind you? I mean, it seemed like, honestly, you looked like you had the fastest car at one point in the race. Is there anything you could have done to try to keep him behind you?
I think that maybe if I would have saved my tires a little bit more, I kind of figured that he was a little bit quicker than I was there. If you look at the before the last pit stop, if you look at the last few laps, I was actually losing ground to him. So therefore, I figured, short pit and see where I could get in front of him there, and I ended up getting in front of him. But it was still one of those things that once that time came, if we didn't have something where we could cycle back around like a caution, then he was going to end up getting it. He was just faster on the long run.
Started sixth tonight, finished second. Is there anybody you want to give shout outs to, man? That was a good run.
Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to Blowing Gasket Racing, and then want to give a shout out to Skylar for running the league, you guys for doing what you do, and Todd, because I mean that was a lot of fun racing, and it's nice to be able to come in here. I'm a rookie, and it's nice to be able to come in here, run your first race, and be able to run up front. Not only run up front, but know that you can run around drivers that are gonna run you clean and be respectful.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that. It kind of looked like you gained a lot of fans yourself tonight because how respectful you was driving. Not only him, but everybody you raced there. You raced them very clean. So, good job, man, and you gained a lot of respect here. So, hopefully we'll see you back next season, and we'll talk to you here soon.
Hold on. William, I want to ask you a few questions, all right? There's a couple of laps where you got into the wall, all right? With all your respect, I'm not saying you're bad or something, but did the 21 sort of intimidate you that you actually keep your eyes on the mirrors and you lost focus for a while?
Keep an eye on the mirror a little bit just to see how far up Todd was running, because I mean when before we got to that last pit stop, it was us two and everybody else was way behind us, so it was pretty much going to be a two-man race. And then trying to think of that, it's like, okay, I tried to pass him a few times. I think I might look like I was a little faster because I was running lower coming around and he was running up a little bit higher, but I was able to get that draft along with a little bit of downforce on the nose to help the car turn. So it looked like it was faster, but it really wasn't. So it was just one of those trying to see what line he was running. Maybe if I could try to run where he was, especially, because when he got up to me, I wanted to run a little bit higher because I'll give you the bottom all day long as long as I can have the high line. And I mean, he just had the better car, better driver.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, man, and we'll hopefully talk to you here soon.
Oh yeah, definitely. Looking forward to next season.
For sure. This is a really good question. I didn't even think about that, so good job. Next up, we'll bring in third place, and we are going to interview, like I said, second place in the points here in just a moment and talk to Skylar as well. So we'll pull in Joshua Banks, who finishes third place. Joshua, you got me?
I got you, man.
Man, not easy for you tonight. You had to start from the back. You qualified 7th, but you actually had to go back to the back, EOL. What was it like, man? There was a couple times where you almost got caught up in a wreck.
Well, just racing it clean, keeping it smart, and just try to race as clean as you can, make it to the finish. Basically what we had to do tonight.
We know that you're always up front. I mean, it's no surprise there. Let's be honest. We're always talking to you week in and week out. How did you go about attacking this track? We talked about it in the broadcast. It kind of reminded me of a dirt track. You kind of basically had a slide job people to complete the pass. But how did you go about attacking this track and trying to do all that?
I ain't figured it out, to be honest. It's one of those tough tracks I can't figure out on a longer run. So I don't know quite yet. Just in due time, I'll hopefully figure it out eventually. But like you said, just basically doing slide jobs best you can. But I don't know. The high line was the best line to pass, and if you can grab that high line, you'd be golden. It's almost like a Bristol track. So if you could get that high line, you pretty much can get a pass. But on that low line, it's hard.
Well, let me ask you a question. What makes this place so tough for you? Is it just something you're not figuring out? Because I'll be honest, I don't know how to drive this place. I still haven't figured it out.
I don't know how. I know when in that last run there on the green flag pit stops, I thought I can gain time. But, man, Todd and who was it? William, I believe. I hadn't seen that guy before, so he's new face. So those two guys there up front really took off, and it was just hard to keep up with them. I don't know what to do. I tried to back up my corners, letting it roll in the corner and saving that right front, but it didn't matter. It still couldn't catch up or keep up or do anything with them. So it was just tough, and I'm still figuring that out.
Sure. Lee, you got any questions? Good talk, good talk. All right, Josh, a good run by you, man. You're always, like I said, up front and always, honestly, I don't want to say dominating, but you're always right there on the edge of going over where you can just take over a whole season. So good run by you as always. One of the cleanest drivers we get to broadcast. So congratulations, third place tonight. Anybody shout out you want to give?
Just shout out to Todd for the championship, man. I know he worked hard for it. I know he already had it a couple weeks ago, but still, congrats to him on the championship. And for yesterday, too, for winning that one, too. So 2 in a row. Go make it 3 in a row, Todd. I won't be there tomorrow to help try to keep that from happening, but we just good luck on that to him. And thank you to Skylar, Nate, and everybody for hosting the league. It's been fun this year. Looking forward to next season. And just please do check out my YouTube channel. Be greatly appreciated, Dusty Vengeance. And, yeah, thank you.
For that, if y'all haven't watched the channel, check it out. Oh, Lee,
yes, I have. Joshua, at one of the laps, all right, we saw you sort of like move the 61 out of the way to get the third spot. You want to talk about that?
Well, I won't keep it short. Race how you want to be raced.
Hey, there you go. Hey, at least you're honest, though. I agree. At least you're honest. So, good job, man. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right, boss man. Take it easy.
You too, buddy. Let me ask you real fastly before we bring in Nate and Skylar. We just heard Joshua say, "Raced how you want to be raced." You agree with that?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I agree with that. But under some circumstances that sometimes you don't want to do it. It's like you're just putting a risk to yourself, even if you do that. It really depends.
I agree completely. All right, let's bring in second place in the points real fast. Nate Anderson, you got me?
What's up, Adam?
Man, not too much, but let's be honest. This season has been a long one for you too. You've started way back in February as well. 27 starts now, 1 pole, but you didn't get to win. Well, I'll show you. I thought you won the that was Xfinity or Grand National race you won, but you didn't get to win. Overall, happy with the outcome of the season, or did you give up some that you know of?
Well, I think I gave up some because I should have practiced a lot more than what I actually have. And I know throughout the season, I changed my driving style a little bit, and that helped me a lot. Like today, if only I would have qualified, I probably would have had like the top 5 finish instead of finishing 11th, 11th. I was running faster in the end of that race.
So my personal opinion is, compared to where I started broadcasting you guys and where we are now, about the last 10 weeks we really seen your driving style change. Like you mentioned, you became, I don't want to say aggressive because that ain't the word I'm thinking. You became consistent on what you're trying to do. You don't do, and I don't want to say sound bad towards the other guys, but you don't make dumb mistakes on some things. You don't come in and take 2 tires on some stops. You take 4. You're more consistent on what you do. Is that something you're trying to change? Did you try to be less aggressive in changing your driving style? Because honestly, it has improved you a lot.
Well, I just try to drive harder now than what I used to.
Right.
And I think it's showing. I'm learning. I'm still learning, but I'm learning for the good, so I think it's helping me.
And I agree. I think, like I said, the last 10 or maybe a little bit more than that, you really have actually came on. We've seen you get the win, of course, in the, I keep thinking it's the K&N you won in, but it's a Grand National Series that you won at Iowa, I believe. And from there, honestly, Kentucky. And from there, it really seemed like it's changed every driving style we've seen from you since then on everything you drive. So good job on second place, though. Let me ask you a question. You run this league as well. I don't know if Skylar is here, so I'm just going to ask you. You run this league as well with Skylar. You all done a great job. All in all, how happy are you with the outcome of this season with not only the trucks but the K&N and the Grand National as well?
We're doing I think we're doing really well. For the most part, the new drivers that have come in with us are really good people. Every place has a rotten egg or two in the basket, but everybody knows that. But for the most part, I think it's been really good. I've had a lot of fun meeting new people and whatnot, and I think we're doing really well.
Yeah, this has not been easy for you guys. I mean, as admins, honestly, it's not easy being an admin. And a lot of people, and I personally think that you all have done a good job. I think it's been fair for everybody. And a lot of people don't like the idea of admins racing a race. I don't mind it because, especially if you get the right people, you know what I mean? Because you got like a group of guys, of course, a group of admins. So that makes it a lot different. But from what I've seen, this league has grown so much from where you all started. Not only the race in itself, but the people you get. I mean, I love the fact that every week it's the same people. It's not constantly new people. Y'all are not constantly recruiting new people. Even though, you are still accepting people to race, but it's not like you are pushing it on to people to try to get in here race. I love that fact. I love the fact that it's just the same people over and over and over because it builds better racing, to be honest.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Well, man, another good season. Congrats on the second place championship, or not championship, second place in the championship. And hopefully we'll talk to you here soon. I know you'll be back next season, of course, because you're an admin. So we'll talk to you here soon, man, and good job. Anybody you want to give shout outs to for the entire season?
I just want to give a shout out to Harpoon Design, Skylar, and the rest of the admin team here, and you, Adam, you do a great job with the broadcast. And we'll see you guys all next season.
Once again, congratulations on getting hitched, Nate, and we'll talk to you here soon, man. Lee, thoughts on tonight's race, man? You was in here, well, for about the last 40 laps, but thoughts on tonight's race? I know you're not happy with where you finished, but thoughts on everything tonight?
Oh man, I mean, this is racing, you can't blame people who get into an accident and then get up to you, this is wrong place at the wrong time, just unlucky, but, you just have to swallow it. You can't do anything about it. The race tonight.
Sorry.
The race tonight is, it's sort of like an endurance race. Whoever has a discipline of self-control on when to go, when to relax a little bit, save yourself, it's gonna come up way on top,
I like that. It kind of was like an endurance race because, like we said earlier, this track does not drive like a 1.5 mile track. So, first off, I just want to tell you, I want to tell everybody out there, I don't pull for nobody in this league. Honestly, I don't. But Lee, I was really pulling for you in the Grand National Series. Because I really wanted to see that happen. I know that you wanted it, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But still, a good season over there as well. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. But, man, go out there and see what you can do next season. Hopefully you'll race next season. I'm looking forward to it because I do think that you're one of the best drivers in here. So congratulations on making it to the chase this season and all that stuff, and hopefully we'll see you again next season.
All right, thank you very much, man.
All right, my thoughts on the race. Race was good. Like Lee said, it kind of was like an endurance type race. It was one of them races where anything could happen, I think. I think a lot of guys raced each other really patiently. We've seen that with Todd, Cray, and William. But all in all, I thought the race was okay. I mean, yeah, it could have been better, but it's Homestead. Homestead always gets spaced out like this. We don't come to expect anything less from this place. So, but congratulations, Todd, champion again, champion last night, and dominating Go Fast right now. You can't lie about that. So, congratulations to all the top 3 employees. We know Nate Anderson up there, Eric Minch as well. So congratulations to them. That's going to do it for us tonight, guys. We'll be back tomorrow to wrap up the Go Fast Racing League season with the big race. The Grand National Series wraps up tomorrow night. 150 laps tomorrow for the B-class cars, and that's going to be a fun one. Basically 2 teams going at it. So we'll talk to y'all then. Have a great night. We'll talk to y'all later. God bless. Flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Showers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day